Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground.
Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's good. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Hairston.
How about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Buffalo's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
To the air, it's Hairston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a big... Strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Buys a little extra time. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's good. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Faulkner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Touchdown, Minutemen! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Evans. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Birch. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. At the 35, he's got room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Makes the grab. It's good. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Massey. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the move at the 30. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Drop him back to...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minuteman!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Buffalo, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The short hands, it's Massey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Hairston. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
All right, let's get it.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Takes a hit as he fires. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give out of the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Collins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Evans. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got room to work. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Here comes the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown Bulls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man, it's Hairston. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Faulkner. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half.
First down for the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's West. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Massey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. UMass will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They're working that left side.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. UMass quickly back to the line. Back to pass. It's Hairston. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looking for room. It's Faulkner. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass will try to pick it up on 4th down. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden...
Touchdown, UMass! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
28, Buffalo, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Evans. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Collins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. That's reeled in, it's Birch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Collins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Finds his tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Evans. Here's a hit. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. from the gun, running back on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They'll give it to him again. Spins away from the defense. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking for a crease. It's good. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for a man. It's Evans. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Bringing the heat. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Back to pass, it's Evans. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's going for it all. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, UMass. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins champion.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find